So what exactly is the security policy concept? Security policy is nothing but you are going to set the rules for individual users. So what is happening here? You are going to set the rules for individual user. Yesterday, by using profile parameter concept, you are setting rules for each and every SAP user ID in your project, right? So total how many SAP users you are having? You are setting your rules for every SAP user ID in this way. But now what is the logic change here is there is a requirement like stating that we need to provide access for one user ID or multiple user IDs in this way. So for a targeted user IDs, I want to set the password rules. So in defaultly for every SAP user ID in my project, the rule is the minimum password length is 6 characters or 8 characters is there, but only for 4 users, for Prasanna, Uma, Ali and Iyas. I want to set this as, so I want to set this as a 10. They or these people should set their password with minimum length as 10 characters. In this way, individual level also you can set all your conditions. So let us see one by one. So understood the difference between profile parameters and security policy? Profile parameters is a default thing or for every SAP user ID, whereas security pass policy is also a same concept but for a targeted users here. So total how many users you are having? For a targeted users, you are going to use this concept here in this way. So that's the same, that's the simple concept you have here, right? Then so moving forward, here. So the transaction code to execute security policy is SECPOL. What is the name of the transaction code? It's the SECPOL is the name of the transaction code you have here in this way, right? So let's start this execution right now. So to do this implementation, so open the ECC. I guess this is S for HANA. Just to, I guess this also is ECC only. Right. You can go for the T code SECPOL. S first three characters from security, first three letters from the policy. Okay. SECPOL is the name of the transaction code you have here. Just enter here. So what you are going to perform here? Create a security policy. Whatever the policy you want to create, you are just going to enter the information here. So go for the change option. Right now it's in display mode. Go for change option. New entries you are going to have. So new entries you are going to have, and the name of the policy you are going to give here is something I give as Z underscore something like Krish 01. So policy by Krish, or policy for Krish, something we are creating in this way. So this is the name of the security policy which we are creating. So what is this one? This is the name of the security policy which we have created here in this way. So that's the so that's the whole concept you are having here. Okay, name of the security policy which we have created. Execute this one. Right. Now, in this security policy, you have all the default rules. So, what all the default rules you are having? They are going to. So, what are the default rules you are having? All the things are priorly available here. No need to do anything. What are the default rules already available? everything you can just simply check here in this way. Okay, every information you can simply check here in this way. So not a problem. But now what is going to happen here is, so right, so just a second. So now what is happening is, whatever is these default rules are there, I want to customize them as per my requirement. So what am I going to do? We are going to customize them as per our requirement. According to our requirement, we will start customizing these things in this way. One by one, we are going to do the customizations here in this way. Let us see one by one how to do this execution here, or how to do this implementation. Let's start this one by one here in this way. So so see here. So go for new entries. So whatever the parameter now you want to do the customization, you can check here in this way. I start with a similar simple one. Minimum password length 6 characters is there. I am changing this one as 10. Save the details. A simple example, I go first. Now what happens here? I have created a security policy. In this security policy, I have changed one of the attribute here, that is minimum password length here in this way. So what we have done, we have changed the so we have changed this one in this way. So that's a simple thing you have done here in this way. Now what is going to happen here? Whoever users, whoever users get access, so whoever user whoever user get access to this security policy, they should set their password with 10 characters. Let us do the testing part. So firstly, go to SU01 and creating a new user ID, something like test001. Okay, so test 001, 1 2 3, create. So giving the last name and the password. I simply generate a password here in this way, copying the password. Now I assign something called as a security policy. What is the security policy? Z underscore Chris01 in this way. Save the thing here in this way. Now what I do here is, I log in with this user ID in the server. So what is the username? Test001, and the password I paste here and enter. So it is popping up for the initial password. SECCURITY. So I give a password called security or something like admin123. What is the password I have given? Admin123. Just execute it. Are you able to set this password? No. The system is going to reject your password. And what is the thing it is stating here? The thing it is going to state here is, you do not have minimum password length. So previously, if you are setting admin123, the system is accepting that password, but currently no, the system is not accepting the password here. So what is the reason it is stating here? It is not fulfilling the condition you are having. Whatever the conditions you are having here, the system, you are not fulfilling your condition in this way. So when you can complete this activity can only be completed if at all you are fulfilling all the things here in this way. So if at all you fulfill all the conditions, then only you can do this one, or else no, you cannot do this one in this way. Okay, that's all the, so that's all the concept or the things you are going to have here in this way. So any questions? So a single security policy can be assigned to as many as users you require. You are not going to have any restriction here. Okay, so any questions? Right then, no questions, moving forward. So what am I going to do right now? So I give some other rules also. Why only one rule? I will give multiple rules here. In the same way, you can go SCCPOL. So opening your policy which you have created and go for change option. So you can simply add, so go for new entry. You can simply add some other policies you require. Like I go for minimum uppercase letters. So previously it is 0, now for 1. 1 I have changed it. Now minimum special characters are there. So previously it is 0, now I am changing the value as 1. Okay. Minimum number of numbers you are having. Okay, minimum number of digits, previously it's 0, now I give it as 2 in this way. So what is happening here, whoever get access to this security policy, they must be following all these conditions one by one. So how many conditions we are giving here, all the conditions should be followed by every SAP user who get access in this way. Who, for how many users you assign this security policy, for those many users you need to do this particular activity in this way.